I didn't make it to do my reaction early, but it's never too late for whatever you purpose to do. So I come in currently. I don't know why my videos are being blurred. I have to check on my camera, though I have plans to purchase another gadget very, very soon. And of course, I know there is a lot of money coming, so I'll be on it. And of course, things are coming later with the 2026 blessing I'll be sharing later. So let's go on. Of course, I didn't share the project. My project actually, we had some advancement on it over December. And finally, my doors were done, my windows were done, and the plastering and the putting of tiles and whatever, the drawers and whatever, you will go on commercial enterprise. For me, I start with that before I can actually show you the personal house, which is also upcoming very soon. As we hustle around, people say with loans and few coins, no worries. That is our life. Why not? So guys, welcome once more, and I appreciate all of you who have been showing up on my channel every blessed day. I also appreciate those of you who have been subscribing, those of you who actually drop comments. But those who believe that I'll stop doing content on Marwa or Deemwango or David Jr. or Gitriba or Gintu, Masubo, they are probably confused because I'll not stop anytime soon, okay? I'll not stop. As I've said, I'll not stop that soon because that is my niche. And of course, a lot of my audience, even if they are few, they keep encouraging me to go on with that. And so I'll keep on politics and these bangers from social life. Of course, with Rosho now settled in Argentina, some people are thinking that Maro will be replacing Joyful. I don't know. We will be watching to see. I've not seen signs yet. I still see Marwa a little bit confused, ranting, pouring his anger at workers. Tell me why Emmanuel had to be sacked, and of course Matata. I hear already, people are already talking about Matata, saying that Matata has been released. I don't know. And of course, the audience who are always cowish, sheepish, following left to right and worshipping Marwa, are already dropping comments on his channel saying he should never share his workers on camera. I'm like, will you make it? Because Marwa does not avoid sharing these workers on camera. He has to show that he's feeding a lot of people. He has to also show that he's doing a lot in the villa. So I don't expect him not to show on camera. He will automatically have to show my friends, whether you like it or not, okay? Yeah, so guys. Treza. So guys, welcome. I know we are few in the house, but we are growing slowly. No problem. Masimbone says hi. Hello, welcome. I saw you, I don't know when, but it's okay. We are growing up, and of course, guys, I'm so interested in what is going to go on in the villa, and also the Poland new marriage. Wulululu. Of course, the new marriage has happened, and I don't know. Maybe Deemwango feels that she did not rush it, but some of us feel like she did rush it. But it's her life anyway. I don't know even why we bother, but I think we just bother because of YouTube channel growth. Masimbone, I'm so fine. I don't know whether you are also fine like me. I'm fine, though I was feeling a little bit of unwell, but I'm taking medication, and it's also, I don't think it's such a serious thing because I've not slept. I've just been on working on things here and there, but I decided that during the day, let me rest. Then in the evening, I'll catch up with you on both the social reaction. Then after this one, I'm going to the political reaction just in time due. So thank you so much for those who are coming up. I appreciate your presence all the time. I love you guys. It's always interesting. Do you know what? Some people believe that if you come up with reaction, you are lazy or you are maybe a hater. My goodness, that is not the case. Okay? And sometimes we just don't have enough time to keep doing reactions on different people. So you sit down and say, whom do I react to today and you say, okay, let me decide and react on this wedding that has just is hot. Reaction also sells when it's still hot, okay? I know a lot of people have already reacted to that wedding because I didn't have time from morning, but I just got this moment to do it. Thank you for the like. I love it. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. So, of course, when I sat down, I said, oh, I have to talk about this. Marwa is actually laying off a lot of workers. And I don't know what the problem is. Of course, Emmanuel came up also after Mosavi and spoke, saying that the work at the villa was too much. But then, I can't blame Marwa squarely. I think for me, this is my case. If you go somewhere and you have had an agreement with your boss that this is the kind of work you'll do, if they try to make you work too much, you can stop them. Actually, I've already shared with you people earlier on that my sister went to Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia, guys, the place people fear a lot. They say you will come back in a casket if you argue. You will come back in a casket if you are resistant. But do you know what happened? When our sister landed in Saudi Arabia, we are informed, my sister and myself, we are so much informed. What we did, we had to call the agency that led to her traveling from Kenya. We also called the agency in Saudi Arabia. And actually, after the first 3 months, she had been treated so well. Then we saw that she was not communicating to us anymore. She was not even reaching us. I had to call the office in Riyadh. Do you know? And I told them, if my sister is not actually up to the task or having problems with the bosses, let her come back home. We don't want her disappearing. Like, if we can't communicate to her, then what? How do we know about her well-being? And since then, I'm assuring you, my sister had a softer time up to the time she actually came back and bought her own land in Kenya. So what am I trying to say here? You can actually decide to define your destiny by how you are treating yourself or how you actually defend yourself with the boss. Even currently, I am employed by the government. And when I am under an agent that is actually looking like mistreating me, I don't bow down. I can't. I can't. I just keep my distance and I do my things as I should. Like, if my work is to teach and go home, I teach and go. The situation, because why do we go to work? We go to work so that we can earn our living. And that does not mean that we can be mistreated. That does not mean that we bow down and lick anybody's feet or whatever. I don't want to say it here because this is a YouTube channel, so I'm trying to be respectful. So what am I trying to say? A lot of Team Marwa actually keep saying that, the workers are wrong. Tell me why one boss would have a problem with 3 or 4 workers at once. Then you blindly support that boss. Really? Are you human? Apana. So, what am I saying? The reality of life is this, that yes, someone can work for you, but when someone is working for you, don't have to mistreat them, okay? Whether it's a maid, it is a guard, it is someone guarding the hands, looking after animals, preparing your meals. Actually, they talk about master-servant relationship even in the Bible. And when they talk about master-servant relationship in the Bible, they don't tell us we should mistreat our workers, okay? And if we have contracts with our workers, we need to pay them well. At the same time, treat them like human beings, for heaven's sake. And again, if you treat workers like that, you will stay with them for very long. Actually, when I had my firstborn, my first worker stayed with me for, I think, about 6 months. Then she just didn't want to continue staying in Coast. She wanted to go to Naivasha town. So we did not separate or have those differences because of what we call maybe any problems. But she just left because she didn't. You want a torch or what? Oh. Yeah, so we didn't actually have differences. And of course, I paid her salary. Then she left for Naivasha. I got the second worker. I treated the worker very well. But again, I think she expected that she was going to a queen's house. You understand? She wanted a house whereby we have a lot of luxury. Hello, Yusuf. Hello, Yusuf Abdal. Welcome, welcome in the house. Thank you so much for showing up. So what happened? This worker actually did with me some work for 3 months, then she left. And when she, fortunately, she stole from me and went. And actually now, later on, I hired a worker that stayed with me for 5 good years. She even got married from my house because she got a partner right there. And my sons continued studying. Then all was well with me. Okay. Then now, my second born, I own 2 workers. The first worker, of course, I got my baby when I was that time, so I had a lot of luxury to sit around with the baby. And when I transferred from one place to another, I'm having a reaction, Yusuf Abdal. I'm having a reaction towards 2 things. An employer that treats workers badly. Number 2, a lady that has finally financed her wedding and rushed through and made it, of course, possibly for a passport, okay? So those are the 2 things I'm going to react about. But meanwhile, I'm just talking about treatment of workers. And I'm suggesting it is good enough to treat workers fairly, okay? Even if they are short-term workers or just the laborers that come to your farm, or they come to do for you some manual work and go away, it's always good to treat them nicely, because you never know. If you treat them badly, you never know. Oh, Yusuf is going as soon as you... I hope you subscribed and liked my video. Before you go, please, Yusuf, like my video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much. And I am so appreciative. Bye-bye for now. All right. So what I did actually for the second daughter, when I was transferred from the first school to the next, I actually took care of this baby and hired. You can, Yusuf Abdal, if you need to super chat, you can send money. Of course, I normally share my number, 729-464-528. If you wish to send, you are free to do so. 729-464-528. 0729-464-528. All right. You're welcome. In case you send, I'll be so appreciative. No worries. All right. So let's proceed with this discussion. And what happened is the first worker actually did for me a service for about, was it 4 or 5 months? But then I realized that I was training, because she was coming from so far and she had a lot of duties. So I just told her, because you have so many duties out there, I think we should just have you work on those ones. So I engaged the second one, and actually the second one has worked with me for the last 4 years until my daughter now is in grade 2. That is when I laid her off, because I don't need a worker when the daughter is in school and nobody's remaining in the house. I don't have so many duties in the house, and my house is not that big, okay? So again, the work I used to do academic writing was not doing so well. And of course, I do publication of books, but this is not so engaging because I have fellow co-authors. So what am I saying? You need to treat workers well. Arthur, check for me the food when if it's ready, you remove from the jiko, then you place water for ugali. Okay? Hiyo imekubali imefanya? So you see that knew what was the problem. Just check and put some water for ugali immediately. All right, so guys, welcome. I still appreciate your presence. Yusuf Abdul, who has gone, and there was Masimbona. And anybody else watching, welcome so much. So you need to treat your workers well. Even if they're 1 day worker, 1 week worker, 1 month worker, please treat your workers well, because they are human beings just like you. The unfortunate bit about them is that maybe they don't have economic muscle, but maybe one day they will have it. No one is actually guaranteed wealth while others are not. Anybody who is breathing has ability to acquire money. Anybody who is breathing, they might have it through maybe gambling, they might have it through trading, they might have a chance to go abroad. You never know. You can never tell, okay? So most times, I don't know, when we talk about these things, people come and attack us. Keep quiet. If you respect yourself, don't talk about deemwango or marwa. If you don't want to do this, so I am like, who should we talk about? Should we not talk about other? Kuna mtu wakuni, please. So I normally wonder what people want us to do. We are critical analysts. Critical analysts, we talk about things that are happening around us on the online and what have you. So we cannot afford to just keep quiet about things, okay? So let's get to see this video. Of course, it's about Marwa. And maybe I may not focus on Marwa alone because there are so many people who have dropped videos, okay? And some of the people who have dropped include Mosavi. I will not go to that. But there was Emmanuel who dropped a video about having been laid off. Okay. Na mbona hujatoa na inaungua?
So we leave this house here. Just to give the other house company. Just that her walking here and rotating like that simply means the other one feels more comfortable. That is snake eye. Our bread, there is a mix horse. So those are things that we check. Then once that we check and we see, okay, there are horses in the market that are meeting that, we try now farm where we're getting the horse, or that can be done after we buy the horse and transport it, making sure. And then now they will be transported from Johannesburg all the way by road actually. All the way, but also there is an option of flying the horses, but it nearly costs double. That is the thing. Minimum I think 6,500 or minimum is guys. So for 2 weeks your horses are on the road and we will be giving you updates. So they have reached here. Like now, last time these horses were coming in Tanzania, there was a lot of chaos there because of political instability. So they had to understand. But generally here, a whole 90 kilos of maize, after you working very hard and waiting for 6 months to harvest, you can sell it for $20. So I want you to understand, $20, okay? So that is what is going on. I want to go there and see what is going on because I'm told there's the student who has come here, wake up in the morning, walk to the stage and then come back running home. No. But it doesn't want greed. It wants a lot of honesty, not a lot, 100% honest. Even if somebody sends you money and you eat, say me honestly, money was sent to me. I had a very serious issue that I solved, but I'll be giving back this.
What are you looking for?
Everybody will understand.
Change how much?
Yes. Hi, tell us, Chacha tells, what is going on? So,
50. Okay.
Yes, sir. Tells. We were supposed to bring hay, okay? And the transporter has been arrested because he was passing a weight bridge in a place called. Always with my things, it always has issues. But let me not put that energy. So they are saying he has to go to court on Tuesday. As I make this video today is on Saturday.
All right. So, of course, in that video, Marwa avoided so much talking about the workers. But when I looked at the responses from the subscribers, some of them were telling him not to show the workers online. And I don't think there is a problem with me showing the workers online. I've seen Diana Marwa, the one married by Bahati, the singer. She always posts her workers online. And that one does not have an impact. whichever way. Obina also shows the workers online. And we have so many other people actually who show the workers online. Thank you so much for the love and presence. I appreciate. What am I saying? The problem with Marwa is not showing the workers online. And I think his team needs to understand that. Or else we'll keep blaming this and that, blaming the workers, blaming Marwa, blaming the workers, blaming Marwa. But how I wish those people who actually he listens to should actually make him understand that they should have a contract and an agreement. And you, the workers who come to Marwa, can you respect yourself? Because when you reach his home, what do you go for? Because some of you, he tells us you go for shout outs, you just go there to volunteer. If you went to volunteer, why should you come out and complain? Why should you come out and complain that you went to work there for free, but there's a lot of work, you're not being given anything? If you decide to volunteer, it means you have decided to go work without salary. Then you didn't put any terms because you just wanted to be associated to Marwa. So that is the problem that is happening here. Some people are there to just bamboozle, we call it canvas, perambulate around Marwa's compound because they have been seeing online how the home is, the big villa, and they think everything there is big. Maybe the expectations of Marwa are too big. So when they arrive there, then they don't find anything, they begin to complain. Like I listened to Mosavi. Mosavi was complaining that he was being overworked and not paid. Hakuna maji yamewekwa kwa jiko? Hakuna? Triza? Hakuna? Weka maji hapo. Chota maji kwa sufuria weka hapo. All right, guys, I'm talking to this little girl because she's concerned. We've just removed our snack for breakfast, then nothing was placed on the jiko, so she's worried, okay? And of course, the jiko works for a short time, gas works for long, and we don't use gas all through. So, I don't understand. When workers are arriving at Marwa, I don't know whether they normally have an agreement that they are going to work as people to be paid. Do they even lay terms about what they eat and what they don't eat? Do they normally say how much hours they'll be working? Because there is something about work, you have to defend yourself. As I've said from the beginning, when you go to a company, don't be afraid to state your terms. Terms and conditions when you're going for work are very important. Again, you Marwa, you are a boss, yes. You are a travel commander, yes. You have a name to keep. You also have a brand to keep. Now currently you have Marwa Safaris. You also have other businesses maybe that you want to run. So, if you want your name to be kept clean, can you have clear agreements with your workers? You normally bring them on camera. Can you come with them on camera and make them say what you've agreed between you and them? I think that is better. It will save us from this bunker. So that we are not there to see the problem as you, or we are not there to see the problem as the workers. Because your team will defend you. They'll say, Marwa, these workers are saying this about you. They shouldn't say this. We as analysts who don't favor, we will look at you and say, you as the boss, can you see the worker is saying this? Maybe you'll react and come up with a video, and then we'll fall and say, why did you not do this? So, to avoid this blame game, can you have clear agreements with your workers? When you hire workers, can you come on camera because you always profile these things? Come up and tell us, today I have hired a driver. This driver is going to get this kind of salary. If there are any allowances, those ones are hidden, I'll hide them from you. But the salary will be this. We have had an agreement. Please, can you also state the terms? Let the worker state the terms right there. And when they state the terms, of course, everybody will have seen whether we are the reactors, whether it is your team, whoever, everybody will have seen, the world will have seen. So when they leave and blame you, they'll carry the blame, not you. But again, away from that, there is the normal treatment of workers. The salary is there, the work is there, but how do you treat your workers? Like when it comes to food, should I keep complaining about workers and how much they are eating? Nana, that is not supposed to be the case. Because if we agreed for salary and I decided to feed them, I shouldn't be complaining about what I'm feeding and how much I'm feeding my workers. It doesn't look good. I shouldn't actually harass them on camera. If they have done wrongly, I should address them off camera, then I lay them off, then come out and maybe share. But when I harass them on camera, the impression to those who are watching already is negative. So you will not accept or expect people to talk positively when you already did mistreat them on camera and people saw. Now, on the other hand, I want to address the people who are rushing to the villa looking for jobs or looking for shout outs or looking for, greener pastures. Whatever it is you're looking for at villa. You go to the villa when you're quiet. You don't show us any contracts. You don't share any terms and conditions. But when things are hot, you come out and begin making videos. You want us to keep watching and talking about it. Guys, you are mistreated because you treated yourself as low. They say how you rate yourself, it will depend on how you'll be treated. Because if you go to some place and you are being overworked, why can't you tell your boss, this is too much, boss? Let them talk about whatever, but tell them that I've come here for shout out, but I can only manage to do this and that, and not more. If you are being paid, have contracts. Written contracts will save you. But when you just come out and start talking, the way I saw somebody known as Emmanuel talking. Let me just look for Emmanuel. And I was like, Emmanuel, did you talk to us when you are going to Marwa's place? It seems that people realize that they go to Marwa, then they work there, then they come out and do a video people will watch. People will follow. It's unfortunate. Actually, these people are gathering views and subscribers so fast. Hiyo itatosha mpaka nilikwambia uchukue 25 bob ya kuweka maziwa. Ufuniko wa hiyo huko level 2 kutoka juu. Usiende na chupa bila ufuniko. Take 25 bob for the milk yenye inafaa kuwekwa kwa mboga. Ni spendi nini ikiwa kali. Alright, so let's just get to this guy. I watched him yesterday. I hope I'll see that video. And I was like, this Emmanuel guy is speaking. Yes, we are reactors. We are supposed to talk about it. But I'll not just react to defend them. At this rate, I'm beginning to sense danger. Let me just check for this guy. 25. Moja unalipia cash ingine itakuwa ya kunini, ya kulipa mwisho wa mwezi. Umepata 25? Ha? Umechukua 25? Kwa nini? Unajua unani interrupt na mimi nafanya video. I don't know why you are doing that to me. I'm doing a video. You want to force me to speak? Off. That's what I'm disliking and you're still insisting. Yeah. You are making me speak off camera when I'm making a video. Have I not told you not to do that? Ndio maana sipendi kutengeneza video kwa sababu mnaniinterrupt na kunisumbua. Video siwezi kutengeneza video pia. Mnaongea wakati tunafanya kazi. Hiyo sauti inaingia kwa video. Alright guys, sometimes it's just impossible to avoid these distractions, but anyway, let's proceed. So I was talking about Emmanuel and I was looking for a video where he came up to show us that he had lost, tell us why he had left Marwa's place. And I was like, okay, you are telling us that you are being overworked. But when you came to Marwa's place, did you ever tell us that you have come and your role is such and such and such? Some of these people tell us that they were afraid. But let me tell you, fear does not actually pay. Personally, I don't have fear. If you hire me, be sure that I'll tell you exactly what I want. You tell me what you want, and I'll respect you if you respect me. You don't respect me, I don't owe you any respect if you don't respect me. If actually you are my boss and you disrespect me, I'll disrespect you too. And let it be, because we go for work for reasons. But I can't just be a slave, or I can't honor you when you're not honoring me. Respect is earned, it is not coerced. You can't force respect on anybody, whether it's your kids or whatever it is. You can't force respect, you earn it by what you do and how you do it, okay? So let's go and check on Emmanuel, because Emmanuel was somewhere. I don't know whether I was checking on the other channel. Possibly I was using my other channel. That's why I'm unable to get this video. But I'm going to get it very fast. Yeah, so I think I was watching that on my other channel. Let me switch to Life Saga TV. And on Life Saga TV, that is where I saw something from Emmanuel, I guess. Let me just check. Now, today I've seen the driver. I hear something about the driver being sacked. I'm not so sure again. The things happening on the streets, they happen so fast. So fast. So fast that we can't even move. The pace, our pace is snails. Their pace is something, yeah. So Emmanuel came up with a video to tell us why he quitted at Marwas.
Just to get work done.
And of course, he already had that YouTube.
So hard, so that God at least wanna open ways for me, so that at least they can achieve some of them. One including bringing in chicken. Like I want to start a very serious uh, at home this year. Another thing that I did this year, guys, you remember I've been working for my boss, I am Maro, but I decided to quit. I decided to resign. Is it resigning? Because even when I was given this job, there wasn't an agreement. You know, when you resign is when there was an agreement between you and the employee. You sign somewhere that now, you know, I get this job, I'll be doing this, these are the terms and conditions, this and this. But for me, it wasn't like that. It was just by word of mouth, you will be doing this and this and this. So there is no this written document or agreement that showed that I'll be supposed to be like I'm employed. So it wasn't an employment, or rather, it was just an opportunity that was given to work there. I thank him for that opportunity. But and again, there are a lot of things that have been going around that home that I couldn't even. They were not favorable to me, so I decided to quit the job, come back to my family, just look after my family. So anyway, let's leave that alone.
Already this guy has said there was a lot of things that were happening there and they were not good to me, so I decided to quit and come back home. He again says that he went there because it was an opportunity to him and he says he appreciates, but he now has decided to go back to the home and work. So do you realize that these people are playing with our minds? We as reactors, you as Team Marwa, you as Marwa and whatever. They know that Marwa is a popular person. So when they begin working there, people will be watching them. So they take that chance, go there, masquerade, perambulate, canvas, they work, and then they decide to come out. When they went in, they never told us they are working. Maybe they did, I don't know. I'll be checking on his channel to see. But when they quit, they have to tell us, this is why I quitted. And the entire group, whatever they are saying, there's too much work. Bambroski. So who told them that there's little work at Marwa's? Of course, Marwa's place is huge. The house itself is another, I don't know what, too big. So if you decide to go there, work in the house, too much work. When you look at animals, like the horses are 4, not 4, 6 currently, and he's bringing more. You look at the pigeons and the chicken, and I don't know does he have geese? No, he doesn't have geese. He doesn't have turkey, but he has the peacocks. So that automatically tells you if you go even in the farm, and Marwa does not employ many workers, he employs 1 worker or 2. The rest are supposed to be volunteers who will come there, God knows when. So you people, when you perambulate and go to Marwa's place, you hit the gate and go in and you are hired. Did you tell us your terms? Of course, Emmanuel has just said here clearly that he never stated the terms. They never had a written agreement. So the word of mouth, was it recorded somewhere on camera? We don't know, because I've never heard about that. We just saw Emmanuel dropping there. And again, Emmanuel is not going there as the first employee. He went after Mogesi was there, Gintu was there, and so many other people who left. Some of them left crying. They came about and made videos. Why would you go to a place like that if you've already seen videos on air? It means you are ready to face it, right? So today I'm trying to shambuk you people who run to the villa because there is an opportunity. Then when you come out, you want to shout and make Marwa look like he's a devil. All of you have problems. Those who run there for work and that who employs you. You are all supposed to be blamed. We blame the chicken, we blame the ego. The ego for picking the chicken for being careless, all right? So you go there carelessly and you are opportunistic people who know that you are going to get views. Because like you, Emmanuel, you had a YouTube. Mosavi never had a YouTube, but he always wished to have. Matata, I don't know what the hell he was looking for. We have this driver that I'm also seeing that Mara is going to actually sack. I saw that already. I'm like, all of you go to Marwa because you see an opportunity ahead. Some of you we see at some point you get those shout outs. Some of you get the little coins that Marwa actually collects from the donors. He gives you some percentages, he keeps some. But you love the arrangement, that's why you went there. Then when you are quitting, that is when you are able to come out. So what am I saying? These people are taking advantage of us. We reactors and also their teams. And maybe we can say the audience at large. Because they know once they come out and post a video like this is why I quit, even Team Marwa, whether they like it or not, they will watch. You know, they will watch whether they like it or not, because they want to know what will they say about our boss. Then we go tell our boss. Hey, yeah? They also know reactors will have something to say about Marwa. They also know that the audience in general will be following. So I just think that these people are opportunistic also. In fact, Emmanuel has mentioned himself that he was using that opportunity, okay? And if you want to realize that these people are jilting us, do you see how they reserve some information? There was a lot going there, but I didn't like it. Then you don't say it. Why did you even say that there was a lot if you didn't want to share? Emmanuel. Anyway, we are still going to be on your neck, Emmanuel. You started it. You had to, when you already expose yourself ready to birth, you must birth. You are ready for a bath, we are going to birth you or you birth yourself, okay? Yeah, the other day Mosavi was actually being interviewed with JT. And of course, some people are like, JT is actually coaching Mosabi. Some are like, JT is actually guiding him, or team haters have bribed. And I was just laughing. I was like, you think these people, reactors, have money to go bribing people so that they collect information from Marwa? So what? Why would that information be so important to me? What for? I don't think anybody has time for that. Why would I use my money instead of going to write a book and publish? I use it to pay somebody to investigate on Maro, then bring me information. For what? So that it helps me to do what? So it's funny that these workers are actually coming out to make views out of reactors and that whatever they call Team Maro and whatever it is. But I think all of them are confused elements. Maro actually hires people without contract, written contract that he would come out to show. The workers, on the other hand, go there because of other interests. But when they walk out, they want to have a growing channel. And they use that chance to come out and speak. So that we as reactors will come out and say, "Hi, mistreated workers, shame on you. Shame on you, because you went there after you had watched other workers who were laid off. You went there after you saw what Gintu said about the terms in the villa. You went there after you saw what Mogesi shared, and you still went because you saw an opportunity ahead of you. Can you be satisfied with that opportunity you have got? And when you quit, just quit and start your videos. Don't tell us about what happened there. At least Brian showed us about the accident. And then when the people at Marwa started accusing him, he had to come out and clarify. So that was different. But looking at Emmanuel Mosavi, and I'm waiting upon this driver. I heard that he was fired. Of course, recently Maro was saying that he must start driving because the brother will be buying a Mercedes Benz and he should be there to escort him. I was like, hey, team Mercedes Benz, how are you? All right. So I want us to get to discuss something else away from this. And I think it's about the wedding. Hata iko huko nje. Wewe ndio unanigongea na unajua niko kwa video tu. Baada ya kufungua mlango na uingie. Shame on you. Shame on? Yes. You know very well I'm doing a video and I'm busy, then you go knocking the door when you can open, really. All right. So, I want us to proceed to the next element, and this is the wedding. I have two parts to take in this. Of course, if deemwango has thought that a wedding will save her to actually travel around the world, why not? People are supposed to be opportunistic. Even me, if I get an opportunity, I'll go for it and grab it. And I hope that Piotr is not also looking at her wallet. I just hope so. Because when you have a marriage document and you are staying among people's, other different people, things change. Before she wed, things were different. They were treating her like a queen, maybe talking to her very well, wishing everything well. But as we know, in life, so many things turn upside down. So I just hope that deemwango knows that. Of course, she's an intelligent person. And people are celebrating, saying she has hit Rochelle 10-0 because Rochelle did not wait for a wedding. She ran into bed and conceived this Maisha. And then she has been there for a long time, then left. But I don't think she left with zero. She left with a YouTube channel, an earning one for that case, and she has a lot of people watching her videos. She just posted a video 44 minutes ago, and she has already 2,500 people watching. That's not easy. Myself, I post a video, and before I get even 1,000 people watching, wahala. It's not a baby's job. So I think she's doing well in my thought. She didn't live just like that. So she's not a loser, as many people are trying to insinuate. So we saw this wedding, and of course it was a brilliant wedding. Of course, Tasmis Amir, welcome. Who says that a wedding must have a lot of people? It doesn't have to. Okay? A wedding can have as few people as possible. And of course it was a civil wedding. And she decided to dress like that. Of course, I remember she was asking. By the way, the thought many of you are coming up with, she asked when she was selecting clothes. She asked Piotr, will this not look like I'm going to a club? I think that thought she had it. But unfortunately, she relied on Piotr to give his thoughts. And Piotr says, no, it's just brilliant. I don't know whether he was genuine I just don't know. Because as for me, I would have picked a different one than this one. I would have picked the first one, which was the flare kind of dress. Then I have her putting on like high-heeled, smart white shoes. That is what I would have as me. But that is deemwango. Deemwango does things like a mwango herself. So actually, when she picked that dress, I was surprised. But if Piotr was happy and the entire family was happy, then we can give it to her. So, and the boots, of course. If that was what she wished for, then it is. After all, the wedding happened, it did not stop because of the dressing. But there is just one thing I was wondering. Why did she rush like that? Why did she rush? But anyway, if there is, the goal is there. The goal is actually to get a strong passport and travel around, even if she's going to wait for 4 years, as people are saying. She had to do it earlier so that she can travel for 4 years, possibly. I'm trying to run with they always say flow with the vibes, okay? Flow with the vibes till the end. So she actually, I'm trying to reason like her. The sooner the better. And she said, I'm marrying him for myself, not for anybody else. And I'm happy with her. And I saw a lot of her subscribers focusing and saying, I'm happy for you. I've always been waiting for this. Since you started the villa, I was waiting for that. And I know a lot of gifts will be coming, of course. But you people actually advised deemwango that she must be very intelligent. Yeah, marriage is there, but as she's doing her things, let her be very cautious. Yeah, because some of you are saying you were married, I don't know, 15 years ago and you're still in my marriage. Yeah, it's okay. But you are not as popular as deemwango. Deemwango is someone who is traveling, making money. Now that she's officially married, what if the husband tells her, yeah, you've got this money, let's put here, and then it becomes a guilt. Okay, these things happen. I'm telling you because I'm in a marriage. But you always have this. One eye closed, another one open. Yeah. You are investing, but invest in yourself. Then there are some few things you can invest together. In fact, a lot of people have done advice on this, and they normally tell us, me included, they tell us, while investing when you are married, have your own property, have joint property, and have him having his property. You get it? This is the reality. Tasmi Samir, I hope you're fine. And please press likes. Guys, as we watch, let us keep liking the video. Subscribe also if you are new. It means a lot to me. Okay? So why do people tell us that? Because putting all your eggs in one basket is dangerous. And also marriage, you never know. It can be sweet 15 years ago, 15 years later, it's not sweet again. So when you invest in yourself, what does it mean? If things don't move positively, you can actually count on your property. What am I saying? Personally, actually, I have properties that I've invested elsewhere, which are not joint investments. Like I can count on them. What are you doing? I can count on these pieces of land without counting my husband in it. And they are big investments. Then there are those who have invested with him. Then there are those I expect he should invest on himself. But the next of kins possibly can be the kids and what have you. But anyway, Otis said that the Musungu babies will be here and so she can travel around freely. It's okay. If that has been all along her wish, why not? Why not? So let's look at this Poland marriage wedding and see. Hata angalia kama utaweza kunipikia hiyo ugali. But Tia amesema anakula ndizi. Muulize kama kweli anakula hiyo ndizi. Yeah, so let's look at the day, the brilliant wedding day.
Good morning, guys. So basically today, it's your girl's civil wedding day. And special thanks to my mother-in-law for preparing such a beautiful breakfast, such a delicious breakfast. And she told me this is breakfast to the bride from their mother. Oh, how sweet of her. I have tea here. She knows how much I love tea. So there's ginger in here. and cinnamon and so many spices, and it tastes so good. I really appreciate her. It's winter season, matching the theme of the cup. So beautiful. Look at that. On to the next. Look at that. Ooh. I really appreciate my mother-in-law. She is the best. I appreciate all the effort she makes to see us happy. So I'm sipping my tea. I'm waiting for my babe. He went to pick something, but I guess I should just keep going on with my tea. Then when he comes, he'll also have his. So he loves coffee so much, and Mama already prepared us coffee.
All right. You realize that things changed when deemwango went to Poland. Her meals are very different, but her eggs, hey, a lot of eggs, a lot of eggs. So she was here actually traveling to the wedding point. What is this now? All right. Deemwango has just placed too many advertisements to interfere with us.
It's this season. Oh my God. God has literally fought for us. 100%. I can't wait to share with you guys one of the most weird situations. Okay, but we really saw the hand of God. Okay. Didn't happen like that. It took me a minute to notice it. It was holding me back.
Okay. So the lady actually organized for a civil wedding. The place was fantastic. And the few guests, it's okay, because if you are doing a civil wedding, even for me when I do a church wedding, I don't want so many people. I don't want. Actually, so many guests for what? And gifts, at least those who really fancy you and you have told them about it, they'll send it. M-Pesa will be flying and all that. You don't have to have them coming. But maybe I just expected at least with money, her mother and maybe her brother, the close friends. In fact, she only has her father, father, mother, and her brothers. They could have traveled to Poland. For them, it's easy, right? At least I would have wished that her own. Oh, if that is what she wanted, why not? So actually, I was looking at the black, and I was like, what the hell? Why did these people decide to choose black? Because I saw Piotr actually saying that black is not the best for this event. But it is what it is. It is what it is. They did it and they finished. Full stop. Period. Somebody said they are now tied together. Period. And I was like, okay, they are. Why not? Why not? Okay. So let's just look at this. My phone can't turn. I'm looking at deemwango. She's excited, but that Piotr guy, I don't know.
Świadczy praw i obowiązków wynikających z założenia rodziny. Uroczyście oświadczamy, że wstępujemy w związek małżeński i przyrzekamy, że uczynimy wszystko, aby małżeństwo nasze było zgodne, szczęśliwe i trwałe. Czy Pan jest zdecydowany złożyć takie oświadczenie? Tak, jestem zdecydowany. Czy Pan jest zdecydowany złożyć takie oświadczenie?
Are you playing together, Mary?
Yes. W takim razie wszystkich proszę o powstanie. Pierwszy będzie powtarzał Pan. Świadomy praw i obowiązków.
Świadome praw i obowiązków
Wynikających z założenia rodziny.
wynikających.
All right, guys. Now, finally, the signing was happening here. And the witnesses are all Piotr's people. And the document is written in Polish language. Now, deemwango Deemwango actually told us at once that she's not very good in learning language. Of course, you can learn one or two things, but she's not very good in learning very fast. And I was just imagining it is only the relatives of Piotr who know the entire discussion that was going on, because sometimes people could stand, she's not aware whether she should stand. And I was like, why did you rush? You would have actually stayed there, gone back, gone, like even thrice. You would have learned a lot. But anyway, the passport can't wait. Anyway, so everything went on. The mother-in-law signing as a witness. Then I don't know the brother-in-law. Then I don't know who.
Dziękuję bardzo. Możecie Państwo wrócić do domu. Chociaż niech Pan stanie, ładnie zdjęcie jeszcze będzie. Proszę.
And where was this father-in-law that I once saw? Why was he sitting?
Szanowni Państwo, pozwólcie, że w tym wyjątkowo dla Was uroczystym dniu złożę Wam jak najserdeczniejsze życzenia. Życzę, aby w nowo założonej przez Was rodzinie każdy z Was znalazł pełnię szczęścia osobistego i rodzinnego. Nigdy nie zachwiane zaufanie i zrozumienie.
Okay, so as I kept watching this wedding, I was just like, I hope everything will be fine. You know, we sometimes fear for these people. We are not just like haters, haters, haters. And when we react, we are reacting because of the fears we hold, because of the love we have, of course. But some people will be like, why are you always attacking a fellow woman? I'm not attacking. How many women, even who have married fellow Kenyans, have had a hot soup, pepe? You go ask people like, there's this lady that recently actually married a lady, a young guy. I think she's trending online. You've seen a lot of women actually in Kenya being played down after weddings, very fantastic weddings. Maybe that's why she chose to have a very few people around, witnesses and all that, and online in-laws. Hey, the haters and the likers and the lovers. But then I just wish that her team should advise her properly, and I hope she will have the ears to listen to that. Sometimes the parents would have advised Piotr that just go ahead because the advantages from this. Just ask yourself why Piotr had to start a YouTube. Very, like after they went to Crocker. You remember? So it is not by coincidence that he started it. And it's not by coincidence that he is clearly now trying to pretend to actually engage into this. Some people are like, yeah, your guy is very humble. Men are not humble. Let me tell you one thing. The quiet the man, the worse they are. They might be planning things, some of them surveying on you, checking on your movements, monitoring, starting wars. Because they have fears, they have their own plans. Why would a man actually want to jump and make sure that you are written in a document with them as partners, even when they have not contributed a coin? Because they are calculative, very scheming. And why would they actually stay with you for some time, then come at some point and say they are ready to move on after such an effort? So I'm just sharing things that have happened to people. I've seen a lot. So we are not wishing her bad, but we are just hoping that everything will be fine with her. As we watch even 10 years later or 20 years later, we come to say, yeah, she made it. But we are not quick to say she has made it. Actually, we are not. We are happy that the wedding happened. The venue was so well. The family actually attended and held themselves with decorum. But we are just telling her, watch the space. And I hope she will do. Because actually I wished if these people are serious, they would have engaged. Congrats, mom, she's just free, she's not at work. She would have traveled. Or congrats, dad. Or the brother. They are just there. They are people with money. And they would actually sacrifice for her, because if you have your only sister, it doesn't cost you much to travel and go attend their wedding as a witness. Actually, there is a time my sister was buying land, and I realized that she had not considered to have somebody close to her from our end. And I just told her, my sister, you are buying land, you're married, and you want your witness to only be your husband and the chief from that area. Come on, you can actually have my sister, who is not very far from you, come and witness. And I thank God she listened. Some people might say we have trust issues, but you just have to be cautious. Somebody said, why would you Moyo, Harris, and all those not travel and go at least be there for her? And I hope maybe they'll have now a church wedding later and they'll witness. But anyway, this was more important than the rest, because it was carrying law. But it is what it is. She said she was happy for it, and we hope so. But then why the rush? I still ask myself. So let's listen to her sentiments just as she walked out of church. What did she say?
The future of infrastructure.
The future
is
of
not foreign.
infrastructure.
It's domestic.
No, that is the uncle. The uncle-in-law.
Congratulations. Thank you. Ja będę proszę. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. My sister, officially. Thank you. Oh, it's so beautiful. Thank you so much. I love you. Thank you.
Trzyma się do tego głosu.
Yes, and Emil.
Jak słodko.
Co przystojny.
Ciocia Bianka.
Uncle Dianka. Tak. Uncle Dianka Kita.
Nie zawsze Bianka, tak? Już ciocia.
Chodźcie tu, wuja.
All right, that was it. And then here in the vehicle, she was excited.
Guys, we made it! We made it! We made it! I believe this is destiny. This was meant to be what it is. Every day I believe what we live is a preview of what has already been written by God, because there's destiny that we can't run away from.
Okay.
And finally, I met my destiny. And I'm happy for this chapter of my life.
Okay.
Let me just give a special shout out to the madam who conducted our wedding. She was so kind, baby. From the
What an angel.
what an angel.
Not her, we would not be here where we are now.
Oh.
Thank
So beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Everyone was baking something for you or bought.
Where's we, kochanie? Baby, I'm getting a gift here. Thank you so much. So beautiful.
Żołnierz, to jest żołnierz.
Wow, a lot of beautiful flowers. Yes. Here is a knife, if you want.
The knife, I want to open it like a bit. More beautiful
So it's about flowers and cakes and food stuff. Oh my God, I've never seen such a wedding. For us, we long for physical gifts like furniture,
Chacha, help them.
dispenser,
Twoje
fridge,
kochanie, she help you.
maybe utensil. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, we
So in Poland, people don't give such gifts.
nice.
Oh,
Yeah. No shop here. Oh, I open.
so it's about cakes, cakes, cakes all over the place. And Piotr with his face.
Bravo!
But this was such a thoughtful gift. We love them. So reading the letters, more wine. You guys, they love wine over here. Special shout out to Vui. We have over 15 bottles of wine, literally. That means we have a good, we have a storage of wine that will last us for such a long period of time. So more wine right here. More wine and wine and wine and wine. I wish you guys I could give you some.
So in Poland, people are gifted wine and food stuff like cakes. Oh my God, that's new to me. I loved watching them, and I made my reaction. If you have any emotions, save them, but it's okay. Bye bye for now.